What's going on, guys? Jory here, Good Used Goods. I was just sitting here testing and cleaning some old electronics and figured I would share the little haul with you guys. It's nothing amazing, just a couple things I picked up, maybe some things you guys could watch out for, and yeah, that's about it. Alright, here we go. So most of this was e-waste haul stuff. Each one of these receivers and DVD VHS player were $5 a piece. I got a PC for $20, a motherboard up there for $5, a VHS for free, and some Sega games. So the first thing is this JVC R-K22 digital synthesizer stereo receiver. Everything works on it except for a couple LEDs in here kind of go dim. You got to tap on it. Not sure if it's a loose connection, but mechanically everything functions as it should. And I'm hoping to get around $50 to $75 for this, or around $45 to $50 locally. It's a nice old, maybe late 70s, early 80s style receiver. Nothing too special about it. And then down below there is this Sony DVD VHS combo. It's in really clean shape. Everything was tested and working. Unfortunately, no remote. There's actually no remote for any of this stuff. This I should be able to fetch around $100 for, but to be quite honest, it's probably going to go to a guy that bought a JVC DVD VHS off me. It's way over there in a pile, if it focuses. My mistake, I dropped it and I broke the face on that. He did pay $75 for it, so instead of refunding him, I asked him if he wanted this, sent him some pictures, just waiting to hear back from him. It's a shame, but I'd rather give him this, keep him happy. Was my fault for dropping the JVC, just not being careful, I guess. The next thing is this Fisher solid state AM/FM stereo receiver. It's in really nice shape. If you guys are looking at anything Fisher, you're better off to stay 1972 or older. That seems to be when Fisher had the most quality. I think this one's a little later, but I should still be able to get roughly $100 for that on eBay. It's a little big, a little bulky to ship, but that's alright. Next thing I got was for free. It was just this Empire Strikes Back Special Edition VHS. It's probably not worth anything. It's probably $5 to $8. So I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll throw it in with a VHS player or something like that. No big deal. Next thing that came from the e-waste guy was a motherboard. This is a AceRock. If you guys are ever looking at computer parts, AceRock, Asus, MSI, all Gigabyte, all great brands to look out for. Even some of the just basic Dell and HP boards will still do alright. This one is a socket 775, so it is getting a little older and outdated, but this is a bit of a newer board because it does have DDR2 and DDR3 RAM support, and it's got your PCI Express for your graphics card, regular PCI, and I believe that's a floppy interface, 2 SATA cables. This I'm probably going to use for a project. As you can see, it's really small, and I think I'm going to mount this in an original Xbox case and make a MAME cabinet to play a bunch of vintage games, as well as watch movies on like Kodi and Netflix, and maybe just have that upstairs in the bedroom. We will see. If I do a build on it, maybe I'll make a video of it and show you guys. If I don't do a build on it, these are selling for roughly $75 to $120. I've yet to test this one, but all the pins and everything look in really good shape, and the e-waste guy said it was working, so we will see. Next thing I picked up were 2 video games. I actually sniped these off eBay auctions. I believe this one was about $6 and this one was about $14. Same seller. He was in Ontario. The auctions ended on a Monday at like 2 a.m. when no one was really watching them, and they were shipped to me. I think the cost was about $14. So I mean, I could stand to make some money because this is about a $35, $40 game. This one I can get $15 for probably, but I don't have either of these in my collection. I love Road Rash. I'm going to keep this one. It's in pretty good shape. Both have the label. Both have the manual. This label has a little bit of peeling up top, so I'm going to see if I can glue that down. And Shining Force, or Burning Force, sorry, not Shining Force, has a little label rip. There's not much I can do about that, and some writing, and I am going to get the writing off. Excited to add it to the collection. So those 2 won't really be resold. And the last thing I picked up was this HP Core i3 PC. It's a first edition Core i3. I think it was a 560 maybe, so it's only a dual core CPU. Someone put some vinyl wrap on there too that looks kind of cool, a little bit of carbon fiber. I turned it on and I get 3 beeps, 2 short ones and a long beep for the beep code. And what I think that means on this one after looking it up is bad RAM. So the 4 gig of RAM in here might be bad, or the RAM channels themselves are bad. If the RAM channels are bad, then the motherboard's bad, and I'll just probably harvest the CPU, RAM, hard drive, all that stuff out of it. It's got a 640 gig hard drive. Sell the case off separately. But before I do that, I'm going to pop some other RAM I have in this sucker and see if we can't get it to run. It needs a bit of a cleanup too. I don't know if that's paint or something. I was rubbing and scraping some of it off. And that's about it, guys. Not a whole lot. If this thing is working, I have an HP keyboard I'll throw in with it and a mouse. I don't think I have a monitor, and I'll probably sell it for around $125 to $140. Probably $160 with just a basic monitor. That's if I get it working. If I part it out, I could probably still stand to make $75 to $100 parts. It's just a little more work, that's all. I might even keep the case then for a different build if that is the case. Well, that's it for the video, guys. Just a short, sweet little haul video of some things to maybe watch out for, maybe just enjoy seeing some of the stuff I picked up. I love dealing in old electronics, but be warned, if you're going to get into electronics and PC parts, expect returns and lots of questions even after people buy it. It's just part of the game, I guess. I don't really worry about it because the amount I pay for electronics and how much I make off some of these vintage things really justifies the extra bit of work and the extra bit of returns. You know what? I bet you clothing sellers get a lot of returns too. But vintage electronics, they can be finicky. Sometimes they can break for absolutely no reason, right? They're old, just capacitors and things go on them. Make sure you fully test them though. Don't just plug it in, turn it on, and it lights up and assume it works. You know, try the different inputs. I've had tons of stereo receivers where you think it's working perfectly, and then you try the tape input or the DVD input and you get no sound through it because those ports are burnt out, or it just doesn't switch over, or it doesn't pick up FM stations. Quick tip, if you ever get crackliness when you're playing with the volume or the AM FM stations, that's usually just dirt and the thing needs to be cleaned. I enjoy working on old electronics and cleaning them, so I don't mind when they need that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, if you did, make sure to leave a comment down below. If you're not already, subscribe for more, maybe give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.